Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the weekly Buddhist news in English on Phật Sự Online channel. There are 6 major news of the week. Seminar Buddhism in Southern Region, Formation and Development opened. Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Sri Lanka in his courtesy visit to Most Venerable Chairman of Administrative Council. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam Buddhist University opens the 4th Master Entrance Exam 2021 to 2023. KIEN, the 63rd commemoration of Patriarch of PHUOC Pagoda, inauguration of Huệ Ân Lecture Hall and Physiotherapy Center. Ho Chi Minh City, offering ceremony at Vietnam Buddhist University. Long An, program Warm Love of Countryside Spring Volunteer 2021 gives 100 TED gift portion to people. Following are the news in details. The seminar Buddhism in the Southern Region, Formation and Development co-organized by Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City and University of Social Sciences and Humanities, National University of Ho Chi Minh City, was officially opened on the morning of the 10th of January 2021. The seminar received the orientation statements of Buddhist monks from Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, congratulations of the Government Committee for Religious Affairs, Vietnam Association of Historical Sciences, and presentation of more than 150 scholars and researchers.
In the opening remarks, Most Venerable Rector Thích Trí Quảng outlined the process of formation and development of the Southern Region Buddhist Sangha from the early 20th century to the present. The Southern Buddhist Sangha took the lead in Buddhist education since 1934 with the Buddhist school at Luang Suang Pagoda, Da Vinh Province. The most prominent institution in Buddhism higher education was Vạn Hạnh University in 1964. In 1997, it was renamed the Vietnam Buddhism University in Ho Chi Minh City. This is the largest boarding training facility for Buddhist bachelors pursuing the doctoral courses in Vietnam. From 1981 up to now, the Southern Region is also the home to many Buddhist intermediate schools, Buddhist colleges, and Buddhist university. Nowadays, there are also Vietnam Buddhist University in Hanoi, Huế, and Cần Thơ. In her welcome speech, Associate Dr. Ngô Thị Phương Lan, Rector of the University of Social Sciences and Humanities, said that with a profound philosophy of compassion, empathy, joy, emancipation, to educate people to live and do good deeds in tolerance and generosity, Buddhism has become a part of the cultural and spiritual life of majority of the Southern people during the historical process of exploring, forming, building, and defending the country on this new land. In his speech of guideline, Most Venerable Chairman of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha's Administrative Council, Thích Thiện Nhân, raised up 6 main points to orient this seminar. The Most Venerable Chairman said that it was encouraged to hold the next seminars as well as to compile books on Buddhism in the Southern Region. The seminar also received comments from Government Committee for Religious Affairs, Vietnam Association for Historical Sciences, Sri Lanka Ambassador to Vietnam, the main presentations of the dignitaries from Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and Vietnam Buddhist Research Institute. After the opening ceremony, the seminar split into 5 main forum workshops for scholars to present their research and study.
On the morning of the 11th of January 2021, at Minh Đạo Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City, His Excellency Prasanna Gamage, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Sri Lanka, visited Vietnam and consulted about the health of the Elder Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, Chairman of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha's Administrative Council.
Welcoming the Ambassador, the World Venerable Thích Nhật Từ, member of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Council, Vice Head of the International Buddhist Commission, the Permanent Deputy Director of the Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City. Mr. President Kagame expressed delight and gratitude for being welcome in his visit. And he consulted about the health of the most vulnerable. His Excellency Ambassador also sent his courtesy greeting to the monks and nuns of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. He mentioned the long-standing relationship between Buddhists of the two countries, and wished that this good friendship would develop. In particular, he expressed his hope that Buddhists of the two countries will coordinate to organize the Buddhist Scientific Conference in 2021. In reply, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân expressed his sincere thanks to the ambassador for his interest in the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. He briefly introduced the history of Vietnam Buddhism. The Most Venerable wished the close relationship between the two countries would always be sustainable and developed. On this occasion, the Most Venerable conveyed his sincere thanks to the Buddhists from Sri Lanka for supporting the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha to organize successfully the University 2019 at Tam Trúc Pagoda, Hà Nam Province. The Most Venerable confirmed that in 2021, when COVID-19 would be under control, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha would ask for permission from the government and plan a scientific seminar between the two countries. The Most Venerable expressed his wishes to bless health, equanimity, and favorable rates for the ambassadors and the dignitary in the delegation.
On the morning of the 8th of January 2021, the monks and non-students officially entered the 4th Master Entrance Exam 2021 to 2023 at Office 1, Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City.
In witness, it was honored to have representatives from the Administrative Council, the Admissions Council of Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City, and the presence of 39 monks and non-students participating in the entrance examination. In his opening speech, Venerable Thích Đồng Văn announced the rules to all candidates, and Venerable Thích Quang Thạnh received the exam questions from Venerable Thích Tâm Đức. To encourage candidates, Venerable Thích Nhật Từ said, Buddhist studies in Vietnam, with 36 years of establishment and development, through 8 years of training, Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City has more than 100 students graduated with master degree of Buddhism studies. Currently, the Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City offers master training in 6 major faculties: Buddhist philosophy, Pali, Sanskrit, Chinese and Vietnamese Buddhism, and Buddhist history. However, after the meeting on December 31st, 2020, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in Ho Chi Minh City decided to drop out the faculties of Ancient Chinese, Pali, and Sanskrit in this year's exam. At the end of his speech, the Venerable prayed to the Buddhists to bless the candidates for the best results.
On the morning of the 13th of January 2021, monks and nuns solemnly held the 63rd memorial ceremony of the Patriarch of VINH Pagoda, the late Most Venerable Thích Phước Thanh, and the inauguration of the Huệ Lecture Hall, opening the Physiotherapy Center at VINH Pagoda, KIEN Province.
In witness, it was honored to have the Buddhist monks and nuns and leaders of the government departments, generous sponsor, and more than 200 noble Buddha followers. At the memorial service, the disciple representative respectfully cited the praying to the Patriarch Memorial. The Buddhist monks solemnly witnessed the offering of incense to commemorate the late Most Venerable Thích Phước Thanh. Before that, the permanent monks of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, GIANG Province, also came to offer incense to commemorate the ancestors spiritually. Then came the inauguration program for the lecture hall, and Venerable Thích Phước Nguyên represented the construction report. Over time, VINH Pagoda, nearly 200 years old, had deteriorated seriously, so Venerable Thích Huệ Khai has planned to restore, and a new lecture hall was built with a total budget of about 1.8 billion, donated by wealthy Buddhists. On the same day, VINH Pagoda held the opening of the Physiotherapy Center. Mr. Nguyễn Duy Tuy, chairman of the integral board of directors, who directly managed the operation of the Physiotherapy Center, thanked the religious dignitaries and promised to treat the people with enthusiasm. At the end of the ceremony, the monks and nuns and government representatives and Buddhists cut the ribbon to inaugurate the lecture halls and open the physiotherapy center. It is reported that the existing physiotherapy center at VINH PAGODA has 3 health check rooms and 1 reception room. In the first 2 weeks of launching, patients who come to the clinic center will be examined with medical diagnosis, physical therapy, acupuncture, and medication free of charge.
On the morning of the 7th of January 2021, at Campus 2 of Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City, there was an offering ceremony with more than 1,000 monks and nuns as attendees.
In witness, it was honored to have Venerable Thích Tâm Đức, Vice Rector of the Vietnam Buddhist University, Venerable Thích Trương Minh, Vice Rector, Head of the University Management Board, Venerable Thích Hạnh Bình, Vice Director of the Vietnam Buddhist Research Institute, Master Ninh Thích Nữ Như Nguyệt, Vice Director, cum Head of the Nuns Internal Affairs Board, and other permanent members of the University Studies Council. The Buddhist family, whom Tu Anh, Dharma name GIANG, respectfully announced his offerings to the monks and nuns. On behalf of the Buddhist monks and nuns, Venerable Thích Trương Minh praised the Buddhist family Hồng Tu Anh for giving his devotion to the monks and nuns of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Ho Chi Minh City for many years. The Venerable explained the meaning of offering to the Sangha, as well as the Ksiti Bodhisattva of the Great Vow, demonstrating the Buddhist spirit of compassion and suffering. All the monks and nuns dedicated themselves, praying for the great soul of Mr. Lý Quốc Vinh, the legal name Minh Lộc, born in 1940 and died on November 5th, year of the rat, at the age of 81, and the Holy Spirit old Lý Hỏa, who had enjoyed life of 80 years old, dedicated merit to existing parents, and at the same time lighted up the filial piety tradition of the Buddhist ashram. On this occasion, the Buddhist family Hồng Tu Anh and Buddhist monastic ashram also respectfully made offerings to the Buddhists to demonstrate and dedicate merit to the dead ancestors so that they can be born in a peaceful realm.
On the morning of the 10th of January 2021, Venerable Thích An Nhất, the Charity Club Chairman of Cỏ Bốn Lá, and Buddhist Phạm Ngọc Huấn, leader of Charity Group Tự Phát Tâm in Ho Chi Minh City, cooperated to organize the Spring Compassion Program Season 6 and share 17 warm love of the Countryside Spring Volunteer 2021 at Cultural Center of An Thạnh Commune, Long An Province.
In perception of the worry and needy in the year-end days to prepare the traditional Lunar New Year with local people in extremely difficult circumstances, the lonely, elderly, the disabled, the families suffering from financial crisis due to the COVID-19 epidemic, and those being affected by natural disaster and flood in the central region recently. The charity relief team led by Venerable Thích An Nhất visited and gave 100 gifts to the local people. Its gifts include basic necessities, and the total value of the charities is nearly 40 million Vietnam dong. The gifts are not much, but they demonstrate the spirit of mutual love, good lives interpreted torn lives, and the very cherished compassionate spirit of the Buddha to the poor people during Lunar New Year. The charity program was conducted at the year-end of the Rat has left in the heart of local people the warmest, the compassionate feelings, and encouraged the people to be cheered up to prepare for a happy New Year 2021.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has signed off this weekly newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbyes and see you in the next program on PSOTV channel. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha.